COVID-19 First Alert forecast. Certified most accurate since 2004.
I absolutely love Ray. He is like one of the Browns fans.
Oh, yes.
Through and through. Like, he's amazing.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
He's going to want to know the forecast for tomorrow for sure to make sure that car doesn't get too wet.
Yeah, exactly. Tomorrow looking good, so we got to get past today, and then overall we'll start to warm up a bit. But both days this weekend, we're giving you the first alert to an October-like weekend. Feeling a lot cooler out there, especially today. It's a swing that is common in September, but we've certainly been seeing those rises and falls with our temperature. 62, that's your high temperature today, not your low temperature. So definitely gonna be feeling more like late October with some clouds, a bit of sun peeking through from time to time, but with scattered showers, and it will be windy as well. It's a northwest wind, 15 to 25 miles per hour, and can see occasional gusts up to 35 miles per hour. If you do see rain today, it's not gonna last all day. Plenty of dry time. These are really scattered lake effect showers, so like we would see in the winter. Of course, not that cold yet, it's all rain, but it gives you the idea of what we're seeing. But notice these temperatures barely rising throughout the day, only in the lower 60s this afternoon. Right now we're currently in the mid to upper 50s, 57 right now in Cleveland and Menor, 54 from Akron down through Canton and New Philadelphia at this hour. First alert Doppler shows those scattered showers favoring mainly Cleveland and points east right now, so in those snow belt zones like we would be during the winter. Of course, it is still rain, but you can see a bit of rain falling from Euclid down to Solon and then over to parts of Lake, Geauga, Ashtabula counties with a little bit of spotty shower activity as well remaining over the lake. Not out of the realm of possibility today to see a few water spouts. So if you look over the lake, you say, is that a funnel trying to form? It certainly could be, as the atmosphere is primed for that. We've got this real cool air wrapping around this cold front that pushed through, and so that is bringing us the much cooler air down from the north for this time of year. And here's a look at First Alert Future View showing those scattered showers today. Plenty of dry time, but nonetheless, if you do get caught in a bit of rain from time to time, don't be surprised. Temperatures this afternoon staying in the 60s, not warming up very much tonight. Clouds break, the breeze settles a bit, and look at these temperatures overnight. Well down into the 40s. There may be a few rural areas that see their first 30s of the season, 38, 39 degrees, not out of the question. As we head through tomorrow, though, not looking too bad. Temperatures coming up near or just shy of the 70-degree mark with dry conditions, and then we'll be a little bit cool again, not quite as chilly, but nonetheless jacket weather for those kids headed back to school Monday morning. So the all-important Browns forecast tomorrow versus the Cowboys. Kickoffs at 4:25. We'll see 67 degrees at kickoff with a pretty stiff west breeze, and that'll remain the case throughout the game. Temperatures staying in the 60s, so cool right along the lake there with that breeze, but staying dry with the mix of sun and clouds. Here's a look at how our next 7 days are shaping up. October feel this weekend, and then it's back to summer. An extended dry stretch and a warming trend could be just shy of 90 degrees again as we head towards the end of the week. Aria?